Oh, beautiful. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Fishing with Steve. And what a morning it has been. Just literally got the rods out now. It's just gone 8:30. I'm very late getting the rods out. I normally like to have the rods out at very first light, or before first light when I'm piking, but wasn't to be this time. This is actually the 5th lake I've come to this morning. I was up in Cavan well before first light, stopped at the first lake, and it was flooded. The swims were flooded. No way through to it. There was a floating platform all right, but someone had drove a Jeep, would you believe, down the slipway and has been abandoned on the slipway. So I just didn't fancy fishing it. Then I moved to the second lake. That was also flooded. No way through. I'd never fished that lake before. It was going to be the first time fishing it, but there was no way to get through to any of the swims or any of the stands. Same with the third lake. When I went to the third lake, there was one sort of stand that you could have fished on, but it's just too dodgy. Went to the fourth lake. That was accessible. I could have fished that one, except someone just beat me to it literally by minutes. So a guy had just pulled in and was just emptying his gear onto the bank. So I'm back where I'm here. I've just set up on the lake that I fished a couple of weeks ago for the first time, and I had my 2-pounder out of in Cavan. It's not ideal. It's actually my 5th choice lake, and it was just somewhere I could get in. The swim I fished the last day is actually flooded. Just going now to where I was fishing the last day. This is a swim, probably about 50 yards down, and as you can see, where I was sitting is now under probably 1.5 foot of water. I was sitting just in here the last day when my rod's out here. My rod was here and here. All this was dry. So as you can see, it's totally flooded. So water that I'm fishing into today, I'm at about 3 wraps out. There's a nice deep channel, drops down from 8 foot in front of me down to 14 foot and back up to 8 foot, so we can fish around there. There's plenty of bait fish topping around the place. I've dropped the boat rods in on smelt, but I have with me today, I have roach and I have mackerel, as well as some sardines and herring and some trout. So I've more than enough bait that I can swap around baits and see what's working. At the minute, I've gone with the trusty old smelt and put 2 smelt out on the rods, and we'll just see how it goes. The last day I was here, I was getting some what was kind of sort of pickups, slow pickups, or what felt like drop baits, and someone in the comments made the suggestion that it may be eels, that there's big eels in here, and it may be eels trying to pick up the baits. So that was a good shout. That's probably what it could be, because there was a couple of runs I had where I hit into them and it was fresh air. So yeah, I'm not feeling too confident today. I really didn't want to fish this lake again. I wanted to move on to somewhere, to one of the other lakes that I picked, but there was just no way to get onto them. Something at the dropped it. Ah.
Small little tooth marks in it. That could have been an eel. That's the one. Fished hard on the bottom. Just giving this a bit of a whipping, just so it'll stay on. It's a decent sized mackerel bait. Seems to be the only thing we're getting the run on. I've got the hook going through the tail over here, and I put the little flag on it that holds that in place, and then just to hold it, the one down the flank, we whip it up. So what I'm using is this Deadbaiting lure spray, but I'm injecting it into it. It's fish oil and crayfish oil. It's and it stinks, so I'm gonna inject some of that into that and spray it onto it as well. What I do then with that is I just do a quick change on the link. We've got roach on the left right hand rod, so I'm going to take the right hand rod in and then just swap over.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Look at this shit. Stuff just thrown there. Absolute disgrace. Lads, take stuff home with you, will you? Now, I'll be filling a bag of rubbish from here. Pike lures, grey goose, vodka. Absolute disgrace, lads. Absolute disgrace.
So while I was up at the car park dealing with that rubbish, I got an absolutely blistering run on the left hand rod on that half a mackerel.
Oh, hammer in. That was a take and a half. As soon as the sun went in, we got a take. Oh, it's dropped it. Are you kidding me? You were kidding me. Oh.
Well guys, how are you? It's absolutely freezing. It's just gone 4:30. Still no runs, still no bites. Weather is coming in heavy now. Heavy rain, wind. I'm trying my best to get a fish. This rain's just getting heavier and heavier. I'll move the camera in out of the rain. Ooh. I know I've said it a few times already today, but I am glad I brought this shelter with me today, because it'd have been packed up and gone home a long time ago. Yeah, it's been a hard day. It's been a hard couple of weeks on the bank. This is the third week of being able to get out, which is very unusual for me, and I've only got 1 2-pound pike to show for it over the last 3 weeks, which is not ideal. This is not ideal. I can't believe I lost that one earlier on. I'm absolutely gutted about it. So unfortunately I did drop that one, and I'm so gutted, absolutely gutted, because it would have been a fish on the bank, and it felt a decent fish as well. It was a lot bigger than 2 pound anyway.
Well guys, just got packed up. What a day, what a day. From start to finish it's just been a nightmare, but you know what, that's fishing. You can't have it every way. From not being able to get on the lake I wanted to get onto because they were flooded, ended up back at this lake that I didn't really want to fish again. The one we did get, I dropped. Just whatever could go wrong did go wrong today. And you know what, sometimes those days happen. And it might not be a very exciting vlog when I blank, but I do like to show the blanks as well as the successful days, because there is learning in it. And what I've learned is that I'm not coming back to this lake again. It's done. It's done. Two shots at it is enough. It's a heartbreaker. It's a ball breaker. And yeah, I had enough of it. I'm absolutely drowned. I gave it till the very last. Got drowned packing up the shelter. Packed everything away under the shelter, and then left the shelter to last. And then that's when it decided to get extremely heavy with the rain when I was packing that away. So I'm absolutely drowned. So you know what? It's great to be back out on the bank. Hopefully the next one will be more successful. I think I'm going to hit some bigger lakes, probably Rammer. But yeah, listen, if you enjoyed the vlog, even though I blanked again, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that bell and get the notifications when I do my uploads. Guys, as always, thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Till then, tight lines.